So that was the chorus. That was new. It took me a while to get to. It is not industrial at all. uh, it's pretty much just alternative at that point. But the rest of the song is pretty industrial. The drum beats could be a little more to that style, I think. But if I was gonna make it all up industrial, but that's it. Let's go over this chorus and see how I got this. Okay, how did I get this? Well, first of all, that's the verse. So let's get away from that. Okay. So I discovered something that I never thought about before, and that is this is in the key of G sharp Locrian, which means that D is the fifth. It's a flat five, but it's the fifth. D is also the fifth of G. So I took advantage of that. Uh, I get to a D right here. I'll show you. It's right in the bass line. Oh, I need to erase that. So you can see the D though. D, 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 right there. And D leads up to D, which is part of. Okay, I still don't. I need the bass line. It's right here. G. Okay, so I had a G in the bass, and then up in the accompaniment, I have the third and the fifth of G minor. So it's weird. It goes from the key of A. Well, G sharp Locrian is A, right? It's just got three sharps, but it goes from three sharps to two flats, and it amazed me that so much music that we hear sounds like this. Like there's a lot of really smart composers out there who do amazing stuff that we just kind of take for granted, and I don't know. Anyway, my rant is over. So let's hear how this one sounds. Solo. I just went using. Okay, I took this what I'm calling a tenor line, which is the main riff of this song right here. This one. That's pretty tenor. That's pretty tenor. It's not a bass line, especially when it goes up to high like that. So what I did is I did the mini V art bass line, and what I did was I arpeggiated the G sharp, the flat two, and the flat five. So I like to emphasize that. You know, the flat two and the flat five is very Locrian. So and it separates it from Phrygian too, because Phrygian does not have a flat five. But I notice as I have composed music for the last 10 years or so, music is not rigid at all. It is to have rigid rules makes no sense because it is very flexible. It's like a cartoon. It's like it's all stretchy and flexible, and you can rip it apart and put it back together, and it's like bubbles and gack. You know, I want a flat five, minor third with a sharp four in there, and bam, you can just substitute it. Maybe it doesn't sound great, but it works functionally. And maybe it does sound great to some people. I'm sure it does. I don't know if I'm one of those people though. All right. So we have your typical like doubling of the drum kit and the beat maker. What is that thing? Drum machine. And then we had this bass glitch for this dubstep. I originally had this dubstep as the chorus, but it's not really dubstep. But I just call it that because it lets me know what it is. That wow and the halftime. I should just call it halftime. I just kept it there. You know, it's just kind of like a lure. You know, people tend to like the people dance that out a lot. It gets them hyped. But anyway, there's the verse. The verse we've gone over already. I'll play it real quick just so you keep it fresh in your head. And it just goes on and on like that for a while. And it goes to the F sharp too, to vary it up a little bit. I didn't line. Oh well. But over here at the chorus, like I said, we went. So I took advantage of that. That was the main thing. That was how I went from G sharp Locrian with three sharps to a Kia with two flats. They both had the same dominant. That's weird. Never came upon that realization before. But the D would functionally pull back to the G sharp in Locrian, and the D functionally pulls back to G in G minor or G major or G whatever. So it works. Here it varies. The line goes up. And it goes back to the original. Very common in phrasing. Also, something that is important to know, and I did this subconsciously, but I'm noticing it now, and it's very necessary. I have separated, it looks like, just about every section except for between dubstep to the verse. There is a little, there's no space, but there's a little link, a little transition with the toms there. Space plus toms, space plus toms, toms, or, well, yeah, toms. These are held out notes, so they really are, they could functionally be silent, I guess. Uh, they're not functionally silent because they're playing, but uh, a lot of space in drums, a lot of space in drums, yeah, and then a lot of space. So a lot of it has to do with just dropping out that dissonant sound before hearing the new one. And modern humans are accustomed to that. If we went back, say 300 years, people would be like, "What are you doing?" That sounds terrible because it's not what they were used to. But they hadn't expanded their palate yet either. So, and I'm curious to see what we're gonna start sounding like when we expand our palate. Yeah, contemplate on that one. Peace.